All right, hey guys.
Hey,
The hell? Hey,
what you doing?
I'm talking to my people here about when we went to go see Samsung.
Oh, you're gonna tell them about those fancy TVs we saw?
Yeah, but I need you to go. Go.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome back to New Stuff TV, the untechnical tech channel. I'm your host, Antoine. Man, I got a story to tell you because you ain't gonna believe what it took for me to get this video out to you, Richardson. Look, about a month ago, I had a visit at Samsung Q Labs. It's like their underground top secret laboratory, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my underground lair.
They let me see all of their new TVs and soundbars for 2025, but when we left, they had these dudes in black suits and sunglasses, and they like lasered my eyeballs, and they took my memory cards and zapped them with something to corrupt my memory cards, and all my footage was lost. Well, I thought it was lost. I've been working hard on recovering this footage so I could actually give you this video for you to watch, so I can tell you about Samsung's 2025 lineup with their new TVs and soundbars. Dude, it's been an incredible journey trying to get here, and I know you probably already seen some of this stuff if you haven't been living under a rock, but you haven't gotten it from New Stuff TV. So let's get into it. So they managed to improve upon last year's S95D, making the glare from the sunlight and ambient lighting even less noticeable on the S95F. Now this is going to pertain to the S95F. I'm talking about Samsung's brightest OLED TV ever made, okay? So now we're kind of encroaching on mini LED territory, man, because you're going to be getting your deep, rich blacks and your vibrant colors and your bright whites, no matter what scenario you stick this TV into. They've also upgraded their processing. They got this thing called the NQ4 AI Gen 3 processor. Now that's going to be optimizing the picture quality, the contrast, the depth, the brightness, everything, all in real time. Now let's hop into gaming real quick. They're giving you up to 165 Hz refresh rate. Dude, that is buttery smooth. So don't be worried when you're getting your face eaten off by a clicker in The Last of Us or slinging your Spider-Man webs all throughout New York City, because everything's going to be looking nice and smooth with no lag. Samsung Vision AI. This is going to be in all the new TVs I mentioned today, and it's going to be powering the picture quality, sound, but also all of the AI driven stuff that sets these new Samsung TVs apart from the other manufacturers. First, let's talk about click to search. This is where you can literally just click and find information about what's on your screen in real time just to enhance your content experience. Then we got live translate, up to 7 languages during real-time broadcast and subtitles. Oh, and I can't wait to get my hands on one of these TVs so I can experience this one. Samsung Food. It's like an AI sous chef that just basically sees the food on your screen and then helps you bring it to life either in your kitchen while you're cooking or through a delivery app like maybe Uber Eats or something like that. Now let's jump into these Neo QLEDs, man. Quantum Matrix Mini LED, baby. The QN70F, QN80F, and the QN90F. Now these TVs were actually given quite a bit of the premium treatment that's brought over from the OLEDs, things such as the glare-free technology, the upgraded AI processor, and the 165 Hz refresh rate. But since we're talking mini LED, they can now borrow something that comes over from the frame and give it to you, which is the Samsung Art Store. Dude, they got over 3,000 pieces of art in that gallery, and now I can finally afford to have a John Michael Basquiat in my living room. The Q90F is going to be available from 43 inches all the way up to 115 inches. That's Samsung's largest display, by the way. They are going big this year. The QN80F is going to come in from 55 to 100 inches, which is still a big boy TV, but dang, we just talked about 115 inches. And lastly, the QN70F is going to come in from 55 to 85 inches. And since these TVs are getting so big, they also have this stuff called supersized picture enhancer, which is going to kind of upscale and, enhance the picture quality because, the bigger the TV, the less pixels you kind of have, and it just, that way it won't be blurry. It's still going to be nice and beautiful like a Samsung TV should be.
Hey,
Yes.
I'm back. Did you tell them about that frame TV though?
Yes, dear. I was just about to tell you guys about the frame, so if you don't mind.
Okay, well, I was just checking.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I guess it's time to jump into the Frame Pro. Now, according to my wife, this was actually the start of the show. In this one, they're going to be using their Neo QLED display technology, so you're going to have a boosted brightness and you're going to have better contrast. The thing I'm most impressed with is that wireless One Connect box. I have a Samsung Frame TV and I got the One Connect box I had to cut a big old hole in my wall. This one is wireless, so you can have this bad boy up to 10 meters away and cast that whatever they're doing, it's happening wirelessly. This is great. This is actually game changing. This means your setup is going to be clean and easy as far as installation goes. They also managed to layer in an anti-reflection matte display, and that's going to help with your viewing experience overall while you're watching content, but when you put the TV in the art mode, that's going to give you a more realistic experience. Now, I did notice how extra slim this thing was looking while it was mounted on the wall, so I had to ask around. And as it turns out, this is the slimmest art TV on the market. So if you're in that kind of thing and you need your TV pretty much paper thin against the wall, this might be the one you need to look at. Now, I can't be sitting up here talking about a Samsung Frame TV or a Frame Pro if I'm not going to bring up the Samsung Art Store. That's what this whole thing was built for, man. And yes, now you too can afford a John Michael Basquiat. Now, I personally do not own nor know how to access 8K content, but Samsung is bound and determined to bring us 8K because they're not stopping, man. When I was there, I happened to walk in on my man Innabong from Bored at Work playing Spidey 2 on the QN990F. Dude, he was playing Spidey 2 on an 8K TV, and it was big too, man. If I'm not mistaken, he was playing it on the 98-inch variant. It also comes in a 65, 75, and an 85. Now, there's two different versions of this TV. The one I'm actually talking about right now is the QN990F. There's also a QN900F. While both TVs have the glare-free technology, only the Q990F comes with the One Connect box. Dude, that is insane. We're talking 8K 120 Hz transmission from up to 30 feet away. That's nuts. Oh, but I can't forget to mention the QN900F has a new metal frame design, but it does not get the One Connect box treatment.
Okay, so I just got one more thing.
Woman! Yes, what can I do for you?
Just wanted to check. Have you told them about the sound bars?
You know what? I was just getting ready to, so if you don't mind, if you could just leave just leave. That'd be awesome.
Okay, well, just
Okay.
one check.
Bye! Okay, I guess that's my cue to get on to these Q series soundbars. You see what I did there? There's two of them, man. Let's talk about this HWQ 990F first. Dude, 11.1.4, that is a lot of drivers for a soundbar setup. And you're telling me you can connect this thing wirelessly? They're using SpaceFit Sound Pro Plus technology, which is basically a room calibration technology, like so you can get that 3D room filling sound, you know what I'm talking about? And of course, it does support Dolby Atmos and all the other audio formats that we're used to listening to. Oh, and it's got this active voice amplifier pro, so that now you can get the dialogue just coming at you. So you ain't got no excuse to be rewinding stuff and turning the TV up, because that dialogue is going to be front and center. Oh, and check this out, man. On the rear speakers, they got front firing, up firing, and side firing drivers in the enclosure of the rear speakers. That's sick. I ain't seen that before. Ain't nobody else doing that. Let me know in the comments if you've actually seen that before, because that was the first time I seen it. And thanks to dual 8-inch drivers, okay? Dual 8-inch I said drivers, subwoofers in the enclosure. 2 8-inch subwoofers in one enclosure. That thing bangs so hard. Now, before I get out of here, man, let's talk about the QS700F. This one's gonna be a 3.1.2 soundbar with a subwoofer. Now look, this one connects wirelessly also, but it's got a special trick up its sleeve. You can put it on a tabletop or a TV stand like normal sound bars, but this one you can also just flip it and mount it on the wall to where the top is actually facing you. It's like a convertible. That's dude, Samsung, you tripping now, bro. Now in this one, they're using SpaceFit Sound Pro, not Pro Plus, just Pro. This is gonna help you with the room calibration and the setup for that 3.1.2 surround sound, which is gonna give you a really good left and right presence, but it's also got the left and right Atmos and a dedicated center channel. That's what the 0.1 is. So the dialogue does come in really clean. They decided to go with a slightly smaller subwoofer on this thing so you can hide it better and get it out of the way, but don't let that small size fool you, man. That thing packs a little punch. Samsung really came in hot with all their new gear for 2025. I can't wait to get some of this gear in here so I can see how it actually performs in real life. I'll tell you what, the things I'm really looking forward to getting my hands on is that QN90F TV and that Q990F 11.1.4 soundbar, baby. Now, I'm not an expert in this kind of stuff.
But what I do know is Samsung makes some beautiful TVs.
Well, guys, she is right. Now, y'all keep being good to each other, and we'll see you when we see you.